Hey everyone, okay, so today's tutorial is actually a tutorial and I'm doing some makeup here on my lovely niece Olivia. Now, this makeup I think is gorgeous. We're doing a complete monochromatic look. We're using a bronzer for the eyeshadow, we're warming up the face, we're adding blusher, we're just creating a beautiful makeup that is appropriate for everyone and all ages. Now, one thing to quickly mention before we move on to this tutorial is I was doing the makeup entirely from the side. So Olivia was facing forward and I was either side. And as I was doing the makeup, everything was perfect and looked perfect. It wasn't until I actually edited the video that I realized that I hadn't evened out the eyebrows. So please don't pay too much attention. It's my own mistake and my own fault for not taking a full-on look right to the front. But the whole makeup turned out absolutely gorgeous. It really did. And oh, this was such a pretty fun look. So I really hope you enjoy it. Massive shout out to Olivia for being a wonderful sport and of course for just being absolutely gorgeous, just like her mother. Right, on to the tutorial. Thank you so much. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is just apply some moisturizer to the face. I'm not using primer here. Just a standard moisturizer using Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream and just applying this all over the face so that the foundation glides on smoothly. So next I'm going to apply foundation. I'm using the Goss Poreless Beauty Puff and I'm using the Luxury Cream Foundation by Goss as well. That's me. And I'm applying this and smoothing this all over the face. Now this is a full coverage foundation, but I'm using it just so that we get this beautiful skin, this flawless skin, but without having a very, very heavy coverage. This is such a great foundation because you can customize it to any coverage level you want, and it creates a dewy base that you can matte down if you wish. So next I'm powdering and mattifying everything using the Goss Weightless Powder, and I'm just applying this all over the face as I want to create a matte base for this look. Eyelids, face, everywhere is getting matted down. So now I'm going to bronze the entire face using the Radiance Boosting Face Palette, and this is in satin bronze, and I'm applying this everywhere, the face, the neck. I just want to warm up the entire complexion. I'm also going to use this for the eyeshadow work as well. And it just adds a really beautiful slight sheen to the face that I just think is beautiful. So next I'm going to apply blusher, and I'm going to be using the Weightless Veil Blush Palette, and I'm going to be using shade Bright Poppy, and I'm just applying this mainly to the cheek area, a touch on the nose, a tiny bit to the forehead. This is just to add some gorgeous colour to the skin and give it that real summery look that we're going for with this tutorial. So just buff it on. And I'm using a very light hand with this as it's very pigmented. And I'm obsessed with blusher. I think blusher adds the most beautiful look to the skin. And this is such a strong colored blush, but you can see that when you use it with a light hand, it really has this incredible beautifying effect that the skin just looks really pretty and fresh and vibrant. And that's the look we're going for. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to lip. Now what I did here is I blended my High Shine Gloss in Hibiscus, and then I used Lily lipstick, and I combined the two together to create this really, really stunningly beautiful color. So I just mixed them on the palm of my hand and then applied them to the lip area. So you've got this really bronzy kind of pink lip, and I just think that combination looks stunning. You could use them separately, but I just wanted to mix them to create this really kind of gorgeous bronze look. It's funny, as I'm editing this, I realized just how beautiful those two combinations mixed together are, because you've got the color from the lipstick but that shine from the lip gloss, and look how kind of bronzy and beautiful it looks when you combine them together. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so next it's time to move on to eyes. So I'm washing this over the eyelid, and I'm using my blusher palette in Coral Rose, and I'm using the highlighter shade all over the eyelid and a tiny touch of this to the brow bone. Just a smattering. Then I'm going to cover the entire eyelid using a tissue as a guideline, and I'm going to be using that same Radiance Boosting palette, the bronzer palette, all over the eye as an eyeshadow. And I'm just washing this over the entire eye, over the eyelid, right the way up to the crease of the eye and almost touching the brow bone. What I'm trying to do here is give this monochromatic look so that the eyes are as bronzed as the face, so that everything just looks like it belongs to the same person. And I'm a big fan of this kind of look. We're just taking one eyeshadow, well, we're technically taking a bronzer and just rinsing it all over the eye. Next comes mascara. This is not mine because I don't even have my own. It's sold out and I have no spares. So I'm using Charlotte Tilbury here and I'm just applying mascara just to the lashes to open them up and just make the eyes look even more absolutely divine. And I think Liv looks so pretty in this kind of makeup. It's natural makeup, but it looks like it's polished and finished. Now just to add a little bit more depth to the eye, I'm going back in with the tissue for the angle, and I'm just going back in again with the same product just to build up some color on that outside edge, just to make it a little bit more gorgeous, running a smattering of it underneath the eye to connect, but very little here. And now you'll get to see the finished look, and I hope you like it. I think this is such a pretty makeup. It is a slight twist on a classic face, and it is wearable everyday makeup. It's wearable anywhere at any time, and I just think it looks stunning. Thank you for watching, really appreciate it, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.